In this video, we're going to be taking a look at FEIT Electric LED string lights. This particular one came from Costco. They're available at different big box stores in different lengths. We're going to connect these with hooks, but you could probably use screws or nails. Probably going to need a drill. And in my case, I'm going to need at least a step ladder to reach where I want to put them up. I have a GFCI that goes into a power strip, and I'm going to plug the string into that. Take them up to about where that pink is, and then just string them across the perimeter of this screened-in porch. And if calculations are correct, it should take me to about that door and maybe just a few extra feet. We get the box, we open it up. First thing we see is a case, and it has 26 bulbs in it. There's the manual. Make sure you read that. And then some warranty information. Up below the separating cardboard is the actual string. And if we look at one of the sockets, you see on the coil there's an opening there, and that's what you're going to use to hook, nail, or screw them to wherever you want to hang them from. Or you can even probably run wire or cable through it to suspend them. I'm going to take my cable, and I'm going to do it every other length. So I'm going to have 4-foot gaps, and then I'm going to put a hook in and put them up that way. So coming up from the power strip, I go up to the wall, put a hook, skip a socket, and go to the next one, put a hook, and I'll continue that through the rest of the room. Procedure is simple. I drill a little pilot hole for the hook. It's 41 degrees in this screened-in porch, so turning these hooks is a little painful with bare hands. Making sure that the cable is not twisted, we bring it up to our hook, put it through the eye, and just let it drop into place. We continue doing that until we're all the way around the room. And as you see, there are no bulbs, just the cable run, because if you put the bulbs in, you're going to damage them, and it's just a lot easier to do the run without bulbs. And as you see, I had a bit of leftover cable. I decided just to hang it over by the window. It does have a plug at the end, so you could add another run of cable to this if you wanted to. Or I could let it hang by the door or the pillar next to the door, but we're fine with this. So now we go to the box. There are 26 LED bulbs. This is 48 feet. They're spaced 2 apart, which means I only need 24 bulbs. So you get 2 extras, which is nice. And these bulbs aren't glass, they're actually plastic, which I thought was really interesting. So we screw in the bulbs, and then we're ready to energize the string. And now all my lights, all my lights are not on. What's going on? Yeah, as you can see, some of the lights are on, but most of them aren't. Couldn't be that all these bulbs are bad, but well, let's try tightening them. And sure enough, tightening the bulbs into the socket, got a few more of them to come on, but there's still way too many that aren't on. So we have to look into this a little further and see what's going on. So we turn off power, and we look at one of the bulbs, and basically you have a screw thread or a metal base, and you have a foot contact or terminal contact, and that's how you have the flow of energy through the bulb. Obviously we're making contact via the metal base because that's screwing in, but the foot contact, that might be something that's not happening. So let's look at the socket. Looking at the socket, you see that hot contact? That's a piece of metal that's bent. That needs to make contact with the terminal contact, otherwise you don't have a circuit. So I'm going to use this pick to grab the bottom of that contact and pull it up. Now you don't want to pull pull it up a lot because you don't want to break it, but pull it up enough so that it makes contact with the bottom of the bulb. So we put our bulb in, we energize the string, and voila, it's working. So now I just need to apply this technique to the remaining bulbs that are out and see if that fixes them all. With this little pick, and you can pick these up like at Harbor Freight or anywhere else, I was able to get all the bulbs to come on by bending the hot contact out, which of course shouldn't be necessary. You pay decent money for a string of lights from a major manufacturer, and for whatever reason, they didn't test them. So that's a quality issue in my opinion. But that's something you have to decide whether you think this is worth buying. For what it was, I could have returned them and maybe the next string would have worked, maybe not. I've decided I can fix it so I can live with this, but that's a choice you have to make. But the lights do look good, and I think it adds a lot to the room. So while this wasn't the easy installation that I thought it would be, at least for you folks, it was good that I found this problem in case you're experiencing it. You have a solution. Still, not what we expect when we buy a brand new product, that it doesn't quite work as advertised. If you found this video useful, leave us a comment, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and as always, thank you so very much for watching.